Welcome to our video on why smartphones are becoming increasingly expensive. In this episode, we will delve into the fascinating world of Apple's iPhones and unveil the surprising truth behind their pricing strategy. You see, Apple has created such exceptional devices that upgrading to the latest model may not make sense for many consumers. With iPhones lasting a remarkably long time, people are now waiting up to 4 years before considering an upgrade. This trend has led to a financial challenge for the company. Unable to compromise on quality, Apple has resorted to charging exorbitant prices for minor upgrades. But is this really a sustainable approach? Join us as we explore the downsides of escalating smartphone costs and uncover more reasons why these devices are becoming unreasonably expensive in today's market. In today's fast-paced digital world, smartphones have become an essential part of our lives. From communication and entertainment to productivity and education, these compact devices have revolutionized the way we navigate through our daily routines. However, as the demand for smartphones continues to grow, so does their price tag. In this section, we will explore the factors contributing to the rising cost of smartphones and its implications on consumers. One major factor behind the increasing cost of smartphones is the constant need for innovation. As technology advances at an unprecedented rate, smartphone manufacturers are under immense pressure to deliver cutting-edge features and functionalities. From high-resolution displays to powerful processors and advanced camera systems, the race for innovation comes with a hefty price. Research and development costs, coupled with the need to stay ahead of competitors, result in higher production expenses, which ultimately get passed on to the consumers. Another significant factor is the cost of raw materials. Smartphones are made up of a complex combination of components, such as semiconductors, batteries, and screens, which require specific materials to function optimally. The scarcity or increased demand for these materials, such as rare earth elements, can drive up the cost of production. Additionally, geopolitical factors and trade disputes can disrupt the global supply chain, further impacting the availability and cost of these essential components. Furthermore, the marketing and advertising efforts undertaken by smartphone companies contribute to the rising cost. In order to capture the attention of consumers in a crowded market, manufacturers invest heavily in advertising campaigns, celebrity endorsements, and promotional events. These costs are eventually passed on to the consumers, adding to the overall price of the smartphones. In recent years, the introduction of 5G technology has also played a role in the increasing cost of smartphones. The implementation of this faster and more reliable wireless network requires significant investment in infrastructure and research. As a result, smartphone manufacturers are incorporating 5G capabilities into their devices, which adds to the production costs and consequently, the retail price. The rising cost of smartphones has implications for consumers across the globe. For many, owning a smartphone has become a necessity rather than a luxury. However, the high price tag can pose a significant financial burden, especially for those with limited resources. This can lead to a digital divide, where individuals from lower income backgrounds are unable to access the benefits and opportunities that smartphones offer. In conclusion, the rising cost of smartphones can be attributed to factors such as the constant need for innovation, the cost of raw materials, marketing and advertising expenses, and the introduction of 5G technology. While these advancements bring enhanced features and capabilities, they also come at a higher price. As consumers, it is crucial to weigh the benefits against the costs and make informed decisions when purchasing smartphones. Have you ever stopped to think about what exactly a smartphone is? Well, simply put, a smartphone is a mobile device that combines the functionalities of a traditional phone with those of a computer. It allows us to make calls, send messages, browse the internet, and perform countless other tasks with just a few taps on a screen. Over the years, smartphones have evolved at an astonishing rate. We've witnessed incredible advancements in technology, from improved camera capabilities to faster processors and larger storage capacities. However, along with these advancements, there has been a noticeable increase in the price of smartphones. This increasing trend in smartphone prices has left many consumers wondering why it is happening. And that's where understanding the reasons behind rising costs becomes crucial. By delving into the factors contributing to the higher price tags, we can make informed decisions when it comes to purchasing our next smartphone. One of the main reasons for the rising costs of smartphones is the constant drive for innovation. Smartphone manufacturers are in a constant race to outdo each other, pushing the boundaries of technology and introducing new features and functionalities. This relentless pursuit of innovation requires significant investment in research and development, which ultimately adds to the overall cost of the device. Another factor contributing to the higher prices is the increasing demand for premium materials and components. As consumers, we have come to expect sleek designs, vibrant displays, and powerful processors. To meet these expectations, manufacturers have to source the best materials and components, which often come at a higher cost. the advancements in smartphone technology have led to an increase in manufacturing complexity. From intricate circuitry to delicate assembly processes, smartphones have become highly sophisticated devices. This complexity requires specialized manufacturing facilities and skilled labor, resulting in higher production costs that are passed on to the consumer. Another significant factor is the cost of intellectual property. Companies invest heavily in research and development to create cutting-edge technologies, such as advanced camera systems or AI capabilities. These innovations are protected by patents, and companies need to recoup their investment by including licensing fees in the price of their smartphones. Let's not forget about the costs associated with marketing and distribution. Smartphone manufacturers spend large sums of money on advertising campaigns, ensuring their products reach a wide audience. These costs, along with distribution expenses, are factored into the final price consumers pay. Understanding the reasons behind the rising costs of smartphones is crucial for making informed purchasing decisions. By being aware of the various factors contributing to higher prices, we can assess whether the added features and advancements are worth the extra cost. In the next part of this series, we will explore the impact of rising smartphone prices on consumers and the global smartphone market. So stay tuned for more insights into this fascinating topic. When it comes to smartphones, one brand that has undeniably made its mark is Apple. With their sleek designs and cutting-edge technology, Apple's iPhones have become a symbol of status and innovation. In this video, we will explore the impact of Apple's iPhones on pricing, examining their reputation, the longevity of older models, consumer behavior, and the financial implications for Apple. Let's begin by discussing the reputation of Apple's iPhones. Over the years, Apple has built a strong brand image, known for their commitment to quality and user experience. This reputation has translated into a higher perceived value for their products, allowing Apple to price their iPhones at a premium compared to their competitors. People are willing to pay more for an iPhone because they trust the brand and believe in the superior performance and reliability that Apple offers. However, one interesting trend that has emerged is the longevity of older iPhone models. Unlike other smartphone brands, Apple has managed to create devices that stand the test of time. This means that even older iPhone models can still perform well and receive software updates, extending their lifespan and value. As a result, consumers are more likely to hold on to their iPhones for longer periods before considering an upgrade. This shift in consumer behavior has had a significant impact on Apple's pricing strategy. With consumers waiting longer to upgrade their iPhones, Apple faces a challenge in maintaining their revenue streams. Traditionally, Apple relied on customers regularly upgrading to the latest iPhone model, driving sales and generating consistent profits. However, with the increase in longevity of older models, the demand for new iPhones has slowed down. This has forced Apple to reevaluate their pricing strategies and explore ways to entice customers to upgrade sooner. From a financial perspective, Apple's pricing strategy has both pros and cons. On one hand, the premium pricing allows Apple to maintain high profit margins, contributing to their overall financial success. Additionally, by offering a range of iPhone models at different price points, Apple can cater to a wider customer base, ensuring that there is an iPhone for everyone. On the other hand, the longer upgrade cycles and slowing demand for new iPhones pose challenges for Apple's revenue growth. This is something Apple will need to address in order to maintain their position as a market leader. Apple's iPhones have had a significant impact on pricing in the smartphone industry. Their strong brand reputation and the longevity of their devices have allowed Apple to price their iPhones at a premium, attracting customers who value quality and performance. However, the changing consumer behavior and longer upgrade cycles have forced Apple to adapt their pricing strategies to maintain their revenue streams. As technology continues to evolve, it will be interesting to see how Apple navigates these challenges and continues to innovate in the smartphone market. In the ever-evolving world of smartphones, manufacturers are constantly releasing newer models with minor improvements. These upgrades, though small, often generate a significant amount of buzz among consumers. But why is there such a demand for the latest features? Part of it stems from our perception of value. We tend to associate newness with progress and improvement. So, when a company advertises a smartphone with a slightly better camera or a slightly faster processor, we feel compelled to upgrade. But here's the thing, these improvements are often quite minor. In fact, many users may not even notice a significant difference in performance compared to their previous devices. Yet, the prices of these newer models continue to rise. This brings us to the pricing strategy employed by smartphone manufacturers. They know that consumers are willing to pay a premium for the latest features, even if those features offer only marginal benefits. By charging more for these minimal upgrades, manufacturers can increase their profit margins and capitalize on our desire for the newest and shiniest gadgets. Unfortunately, this pricing strategy has negative consequences for affordability and accessibility. As smartphone prices continue to soar, it becomes harder for individuals from lower income backgrounds to afford the latest models. This creates a digital divide, where only those with higher purchasing power can enjoy the benefits of technological advancements. Inflated prices also impact the lifespan of smartphones. With each new release, older models become outdated more quickly, forcing consumers to upgrade more frequently. This not only adds to the financial burden but also contributes to electronic waste, as discarded devices end up in landfills. The constant cycle of minor improvements and inflated prices in the smartphone industry has significant implications. It feeds consumer demand for the latest features, but at the same time, it exacerbates issues of affordability, accessibility, and electronic waste. As consumers, it's essential for us to critically evaluate whether these tiny upgrades are truly worth the inflated prices we pay. In the world of smartphone manufacturing, there's been a steady increase in production and component costs. This can be attributed to several factors, including the growing complexity of smartphone manufacturing, the rising costs of components and materials, and the overall impact on production and assembly costs. Let's talk about the growing complexity of smartphone manufacturing. As technology advances, smartphones have become more than just devices for making calls. They now incorporate advanced features such as high-resolution cameras, biometric sensors, and AI capabilities. All these advancements require intricate designs and intricate manufacturing processes, which ultimately lead to increased production costs. We have the rising costs of components and materials. The components used in smartphones, such as processors, memory chips, and display panels, are becoming more advanced and sophisticated. As a result, their prices have also been on the rise. Additionally, the materials used in smartphones, such as rare earth metals and specialty plastics, are becoming scarcer and more expensive to obtain. All these factors contribute to the overall increase in component costs. How does this impact the overall production and assembly costs? Well, with the growing complexity of smartphone manufacturing and the rising costs of components and materials, manufacturers are faced with the challenge of balancing quality and affordability. They need to ensure that they maintain high standards in terms of design, performance, and durability, while also keeping the final product within a reasonable price range for consumers. This balancing act is not an easy task. Manufacturers may have to make tough decisions, such as using lower-cost components or finding ways to optimize their production processes. They may also have to negotiate with suppliers to get better deals on component prices. Ultimately, the goal is to deliver a high-quality smartphone that meets consumer expectations while also being affordable. The increased production and component costs in the smartphone industry are a result of the growing complexity of manufacturing, rising costs of components and materials, and the challenge of balancing quality and affordability. Manufacturers are constantly striving to find ways to overcome these challenges and deliver smartphones that are both technologically advanced and accessible to a wide range of consumers. Thanks for tuning into our video. Today, we're diving into the topic of why smartphones are becoming increasingly expensive. You may have noticed that Apple's iPhones are known for their exceptional quality and longevity. In fact, they last so long that many people are waiting up to 4 years before upgrading to the latest model. While this is great for consumers, it poses a challenge for companies like Apple. With customers holding onto their phones for longer periods, it becomes harder for companies to make money through frequent upgrades. To combat this, smartphone manufacturers are left with two options: either compromise on quality, which isn't ideal, or increase the price to compensate for the lack of frequent sales. Unfortunately, the latter seems to be the prevailing trend in the industry. But here's the thing: these price hikes often come with only minor upgrades. And let's be honest, are those small improvements really worth the hefty price tag? We think not. As consumers, it's important to be aware of these trends and question whether these skyrocketing prices are truly justified. So, next time you're considering a smartphone purchase, take a moment to think about the long-term value and whether it aligns with your needs. Before we wrap up, we want to express our sincere gratitude for watching this video. We hope you found it informative and thought-provoking. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more engaging content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll catch you in the next one.